Here's the next project. This ditch here washed out. Brought a couple loads of this rock in. Fill this in. And then the plan is I got another pipe. I think it's a little bit bigger than that. I'm gonna put in there beside it. I think it's taller. I don't know that it's bigger, but anyway. I'm gonna put it on the other side to kind of straighten it up and help the flow. So, might as well get started. Me and these gates, each time I went in, open, pull through, closed, go up here, open, closed. And I guess it was a total of 5 loads hauled in, and then going to lunch each day, 2 days, in and out. Got to know those gates really well. Too many times. Hauling equipment in and out, which that would have been 2 more trips in. Just a lot of trips through those gates. Me and this pressure washer didn't get along too good either. I kept starting and it kept cutting off, starting and cutting off. But eventually I got it done. It come around to my way of thinking. I'm not saying I'm getting old, but me standing in this tunnel, blowing that out, I went home and had a heating pad. There it is, had to start it again. But me, I was hurting that night bending over like that. You know, getting old ain't all it's cracked up to be. The tail of my strap got loose. I had to stop and tie it up. I didn't want it to get underneath the tire of the trailer and pull it loose. Had a couple of trees to take out here, and it's about all this one wanted for this tree here, but it got it. A little bit later, I get into a big stump. I don't know. We'll have to see how much of that I got. Here's the happy homeowner inspecting the work. The stump that I'm getting ready to pull out was pretty much the maximum that my little Cat 305 could handle. It was it was all it wanted. We got it, but it was all it wanted. I tried to pick it up and was going to set it with my Mini, but it just was a little too much. So, but we got around there with the skid steer. Skid steer didn't have any problem. Now I'm just going to upright it a little bit and then start backfilling. Just cleaning a little brush out the corner here so I can get back down in the ditch a little easier. What I'm doing here is opening up the bottom of the ditch so we'll have good drainage. I'm going to get the skid steer to level this out and dress it up here a little bit. Trying to get about a foot cover over top of the pipe to give it a little extra coverage and strength. Yep, here it is, end of the day. Got this corner cleaned out like they want it. Hauled in 2 loads of dirt. Cleaned out the bottom there. And put this big pipe in. It's probably right at a 6-foot diameter. This other one was probably about a 4 foot. Wasn't quite as long, but anyway, they can get back to their hayfield now. And basically by putting this in, I dug down a little deeper and took all the excess and tried to reinforce that bank over there. It's all you can eat gnats here. So, but anyway, this is what it looks like at the end of the day. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. If you would, hit subscribe, like, comment, share, ring that bell, you know, all the good stuff. See you later. Back here for day 2. We put the other crossing in up there. And they want to dig the stumps out of here and put a crossing over where they can go straight across. Well, let's put this down and get started. The bovine come over to inspect my work. I think they approved. They hung around for a few minutes and then they were gone. If you watch real careful, a vine gets hung in the gate and I yanked the gate off. Didn't tear anything up. Just got to adjust it and put it back up. And of course, here I am putting it back up and the owner shows up about that time. But anyway, no harm, no foul. Got it back up, no permanent damage. The owner had another spot he wanted to show me, another creek crossing, just sort of smoothed out the bank a little bit, and we rode up and looked at that and get back to digging stumps now. Really have the wrong bucket on to be digging stump. It's my 3-foot bucket. The 1-foot bucket does much better, but for 4 or 5 stumps, I just went ahead and dug it with that one. It did fine, so just not as quick as the 1-foot, but by the time I changed it, I'd had more time changing buckets than digging the stumps. Right here, I got into some good dirt, and you see me digging it up, throwing it over to the left. Um, what I did there is just took the topsoil, piled it up, and then when I put the rock down, I put the topsoil down on top of it, and hopefully they'll get some grass or something growing on top of it to help hold the ground into place. Well, here it is about 9 o'clock, a couple hours later. Minnie needs some fuel. Got the pipes from over there. The stumps dug out. And I managed to dig a bunch of dirt out of the creek. Well, excuse me, wet weather stream. But anyway, this is what we got. So, making progress. If we come over here, this is the other side that we done earlier or yesterday. So I'm gonna haul, I think 3 loads of fuel now. Bring this up. All right, well, let me go finish fueling up a Mini. had a couple of rocks on the running boards and had to knock them down. Didn't want them to fall off and hit a windshield. At this point, it is just so dry. Everything is just powder. I'm glad I went ahead and knocked these down because I thought for sure I was going to need 5 loads and ended up with 4. So right here you can see I'm putting the topsoil on and trying to work some of the roots out. And then I'm putting the roots down in the drainage ditch and covering them up and trying to use them as sort of reinforcements for the banks. So you see me disappearing up into the woods. I'm going to do that other crossing now. Like that YouTube magic, here I come back just that quick. You see me going towards Grotto's. I'm going to get me some lunch at the wood-fired oven. They have a really good chicken and more sandwich. I eat there quite a bit. And just like that, we're back here. I'm gonna grab this brush and just throw it on here. He was gonna haul it with his tractor and forks, and he'd probably took him a couple hours or probably half, 3/4 of a day. We're here in about 10 minutes. I had everything loaded up and took down there in one trip. Then all he had to do is just pick up the small stuff. But just trying to make it easier on him. Last little bit of cleanup, just scraping up all the crumbs and just getting everything dressed up and ready for when I come back, stacking all my buckets. And so when I pull back, all I gotta do is just load the equipment and go. Bad when you gotta get out the truck twice because you didn't pull up far enough. Reels, this is the end. Thanks for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, ring that bell, you know, all the good stuff. We'll see you on the next one. Welcome to the world headquarters of Ray Ray Diggs, located in Country Estates. Country Estates has been around since 1971. We have a sales department. We sell single wides and doubles. We have many lot models, and sometimes we have homes set up and ready to move into. We sell homes within a 30-mile radius of Comore. Our inventory is always changing. We have new and used homes. We have a large parts department, many parts in stock. Most orders will be here within a week. Doors, tubs, vents, hood ranges, pretty much have it all. We also have a eBay store with primitive decor and so much more. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, ring that bell, you know, all the good stuff. It's free. Thanks for watching.